Ignite, sparked by BBB, where conversations are taking place to change the future.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to BBB Sharing. This is Joshua, and I'm here with Kristel. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good, and you?
I'm doing all right. So tell me a little bit about yourself.
Okay, my name is Kristel Ordonez, and I live here in Richmond, and I have a business of cleaning services. We do residential and commercial.
hmm Nice. How'd you get into that?
Okay, I was working in a restaurant, in a Mexican restaurant. I was making the drinks for the whole restaurant when one of the customers came to the bar and he saw me cleaning. And when I was cleaning, he said, "You should clean my house." And I got offended when he mentioned that. And I said, and instead to get mad, I asked, why not? And
hmm
so he said, you should do it and I'm going to pay you. And I said, of course, you need to pay. So when I was working there, I have 2 days off. So I told him my days off. And so I went to clean the house. And so his wife and the whole family, they were happy with my job. So the next weekend they came to the bar again. And so they start saying in the bar, like, she has a cleaning services business. So two of the customers at the bar, they asked me for my business card, which I didn't have then. So I said, I don't have my business card here, but I have my phone number. So, and then they called me. And so after that, I started a business. I made my business cards, and so that's the way I start my business.
Nice. And did you grow up here?
No, I came here when I was 23 years old.
23 years old?
Yeah,
Wow, that's awesome.
yeah.
Uh,
I'm from Guatemala.
From Guatemala?
Yes.
Okay. What was the transition when you came from Guatemala to the US?
Oh my goodness, it was hard because English is, I mean, it was like not my language, and I was like refusing to learn it. So, I started like taking some classes of English, and then I started working at restaurants. And I worked in restaurants for like, I would say like 5 years or more than 5 years. And after that time, I started cleaning, and that's what I'm doing now.
Nice. Yeah, I know I grew up in the US, but my family is actually from India. And it's really interesting hearing the way that my dad speaks is like a mixture of like a bunch of different languages. And I'm just like having both in your head at the same time is just very
It's like confusing and funny at the same time.
Mhm.
Sometimes I'm thinking in Spanish and I need to respond in English, and I respond in Spanish.
Well, you speak English beautifully, so you don't have to worry about that.
You.
Yeah.
Thank you.
What are some of the challenges that you found owning a business? Because this isn't your first business. You said you had another one, correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
So what are the challenges when it comes to owning a business for you?
Well, at the beginning of the business, I would say the language, and also I didn't know the business. I just like went through the business and I started a business and without knowledge about it. But the difficult part for me was like I grew the business thinking that it's not my business.
Yeah.
I was working in a restaurant, and when I was cleaning, I was like, I just doing this because someone called me and I'm getting money. But after a few years, I see the opportunity of the business. So I start thinking like, okay, I'm gonna be more organized with this. And like the difficult part was trying to bring more people to work with me,
Okay.
because I was thinking that I was doing my job like the way I like.
Mhm.
And I was thinking that if I bring more people, it's not gonna be the same. I was a little scared, but now it's like I need to trust,
Yeah.
in other people. But and the difficult part is like when you have more people, try all the crew to get along. It's
Mhm.
like when you working, is my difficult part now, but I'm there.
Okay, good. Yeah, I think people, and I think that goes for so many businesses, is like managing people. At the end of the day, this is your business, this is your passion, and being able to actually hand that over to someone and be like, all right, you do this while I'm trying to grow or do other things along with it, or just other passions you have can be daunting.
Yeah, it's a little difficult, but when you get everything in the same page and you continue doing what you want, what is your passion, you will do it.
Of course, yeah. No
Yeah.
one can tell you no about that.
Yeah, you're right. I started the business when I was a single mom.
Really?
Yeah, so now it's like I'm trying to help more like women they are in the same situation or not the same situation, but I completely understand when they are working with me and they have kids, they have family, because I have my family.
Hmm.
Now I have three kids, I have my husband. So and the majority of my workers are from different countries, not from USA. So I understand for them it's a little difficult because some of them they don't know English and they speak a little bit English, and so I'm trying to help them because I had the same situation when I came here.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I can see that. What are some of the things that you do, like in your bit, like when someone comes to you, they need a service done, what's kind of like in your mind of, just what you might need done, or maybe some homework for the consumer to go and do before you kind of start your process?
Okay, to be honest, when someone call me, I'm here to help them. So I don't want my customers to get overwhelming to do something before we go to their houses, because that's the reason they're calling us,
Yeah.
because they need us. So I want to provide a good service and a quality. So what I do is like I like to go to the places and see how the house is so I can give them the right price. And so after like my crew left their houses, it's like they can see the difference.
Yeah.
So it's depending like what they're looking for.
Okay. My dad is one of those people where I think we tried a maid once and then he just decided to clean his own thing. Where it's just like, we started vacuuming. I'm like, they're gonna be here in like an hour. They're like, yeah, but he has that mindset of you want the house clean before visitors, even though if it's someone needing to clean your
I
house.
have a lot of my customers, they said that you force me to clean before you come. It's like, really? But I completely understand because they want us to focus on other areas. So that's why they do their job before we go. But some of my customers, they want us to do everything. And I completely understand. That's why we have the company to provide the service of cleaning to our customers.
Do you partner with any companies where maybe the job might be a little too big to the point where it might be in stages?
No, this is a small business. Like I said, when we start this, it's like I started like 14 years ago. It's just me and my coworkers. So we are always like getting a lot of clients and new clients,
Yeah.
and so I'm trying to grow our business.
Okay.
So I'm trying to have my crew like really oriented in what we do.
Hmm.
And so that way we can grow our business.
I see what you mean.
Hmm.
Okay. Well, I'm excited to see you grow and see where you go from this.
Thank
How can
you.
people get in contact with you?
They can call us or they can go to Facebook page. My Facebook page is Kelly's Cleaning Services. Or you can find us on Instagram too. Or call to my phone number is 804-625-6469.
Nice. And is there any other last words that you'd like to tell everybody?
Well, if you're looking to have your house clean and shine, just give us a call or text. Reach out to reach out to us.
Thank you for coming in.
No,
It's nice
thank
meeting you,
you.
Kristel. And everyone watching, make sure to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Ignite Spark by BBB. It's now X. It's been X for a while, but Spotify and YouTube, BBB, Ignite Spark by BBB. And we will see you later. Bye.
See you.
Ignite, sparked by BBB, where conversations are taking place to change the future.